Hey there, and welcome back to the channel. So this past weekend I visited a local flea market, and even though the weather wasn't great, I still found some good stuff. I usually find comic books and vintage action figures and trading cards and things like that, but it's a pretty good sized market, so there's a ton of vendors there, and so I always find, some weird, surprising stuff. But today I thought I'd take a look at what I picked up there. And so here's what I picked up at the flea market. So I found some back issues of Brave and the Bold that I was looking for. So I've got issue 121 featuring the Metal Men. And I've got issue 149 with Batman fighting the Teen Titans apparently here on the cover. Then I've got 181, which is Hawk and Dove. And this was also the newest issue that I was looking for this run. So I've got that now. Then I got the 4th issue of Unlimited Access. And so this came out of the Marvel and DC crossover of the 90s. And so this character Access was a character that kind of switched between the universes. And so this was the last miniseries with him. Then we have an issue of Star Wars Han Solo miniseries. This is issue 2. And I already had this one, but I had the Lee Bermejo cover. So I got this Mike Allred variant with the Millennium Falcon. I almost thought it was Jeff Darrow at first, just from the amount of detail in the ship there. Then I found this issue, Fury of Firestorm, number 61, and I picked this up because of this here. So this was like an alternate logo that DC was playing with for a little bit back in the day. I also have an issue of Justice League, which features this logo, so I wanted to pick this one up. I feel like this is one that got talked about a lot back in like the 90s. I know Wizard Magazine featured these issues a couple times because of that. But I don't feel like anyone really talks about them anymore. Next we have issue 394 of Amazing Spider-Man. This isn't something I was necessarily looking for, but it's a Mark Bagley Spider-Man issue, so I'll always pick that up if I can find them cheap enough. Can't go wrong with that. Then I've got a couple issues from Walt Simonson's Thor run I was looking for. I'm kind of slowly putting that together. So I've got issues 347 and 362 here. Next up, I've got Mighty Crusaders number 1, and this is from 1965. I picked this up because I've been talking about the Mighty Crusaders series from the 80s here on the channel. So you can check those out. So I thought I'd take a look at this older issue. Wasn't in great shape. I wasn't really paying attention when I picked it up. Got some definitely watermarks on the back and that kind of thing. But it was $5 and I just kind of bought it sight unseen just to check it out because I'm going through the other Crusader books here. Then I've got some issues of Tom Strong. So I have issues 2, 3, and 4. And so this is from the America's Best Comics imprint. And, these are written by Alan Moore. And I got the first issue, but I never picked up the others, so I thought I'd start getting those. One thing I didn't pick up at the show was a copy of Iron Man number 39. I don't think there's any real key significance to this issue, but I know that a group of artists drew it over the course of a weekend. Unfortunately, the copy that I found was just in too poor a shape, and so I passed on it. Then, I don't just find comics here. I found a Napoleon Bonafrog action figure from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is what I'm looking for. I didn't think about this till after I bought it, though, is they've been doing a lot of reissues of these old figures. So I'm pretty sure this is the vintage figure. Yeah, it's got, looks vintage here. I don't know if there's different markings. Let's see. Can't really read. This says, 90s on it here, so it was complete. So it has all his accessories. Got his weapons here and his little bug buddy guy here. So I'm pretty sure this is vintage, but if you think it's not, let me know in the comments. Because they've been reissuing so many of these old figures, I can't really keep up anymore. And so I don't know if they've reissued him or not, but I think I've got a vintage one here. We'll see. I'll try to figure that out. I also found a Batman club card. And so this was for a Batman fan club back in the 60s. This is in great shape. I'm real happy with this. There's a little ink there, but I'm pretty sure that's from, you know, the printing process. It wasn't something that happened later on. But yeah, so this was for the, you know, Batman fan club back in the day. I think I may have seen one of these before, but it would have been years ago. So yeah, picked this up, real happy with this. Got a little secret message code here that you can decipher. I also picked up some trading cards, so I found some packs. I've got a Batman Forever pack here. I've got a pack of DC Stars. I don't really remember this. So this was Skybox. I am not familiar with these at all. This is 5 cards and a puzzle card per pack. I'm going to take a look at this. Maybe it'll kind of jog my memory when I see them, but I do not remember this at all. Do you know what these are? If you remember these, let me know. I got another pack of Batman Forever cards. I think this was a different set, though, and this has one hologram inside. Got Chris O'Donnell's Robin there on the package. Then I got a pack of 1996 Fleer X-Men. So I got that. And I went to a card show that was also in town yesterday, and I picked up some packs of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cards from back in the day. So I got those too recently. I'll probably go ahead and open all these up on a separate video. Take a look at what I got there. But that's what I got here today at the flea market. So yeah, so that's everything I got here. Have you gotten anything good lately? You've been checking out any flea markets or garage sales or anything like that? Have you gotten anything cool? Let me know in the comments below. And thanks for watching. If you'd like to follow me on social media, I'm on Twitter/X at Detective651. Also on Instagram at Detective651. Be sure to check out my t-shirt store at tpublic.com/user/Detective651. I've got a lot of nerdy designs on there, and there's sales all the time, so check it out frequently.